Hey Gemini, welcome to November 2022. Let's get you guys a tarot scope. This is awesome to watch if you are a Sun, Moon, Rising Gemini, if you just want to watch a Gemini November 2022 tarot scope. If your boo is a Gemini, if you're just curious about Geminis. Gemini, let's go ahead and get you guys an overall theme for the month from the Kim Krans archetype deck. And then I'm getting everyone an angel to carry them through the month with the Archangel deck here from Dorian Virtue. We'll get you guys a Celtic Cross, and I'm going to the Aquarian Tarot, and I'm going to clarify with Biddy's, Biddy Tarot's Everyday Tarot. Okay, overall theme for the month for you guys. Oh, hello, the self. Gemini, coming into some gorgeous heart space. This is beautiful. This is easily the most colorful, vibrant, exciting card that's been pulled for the archetype card this month. So stepping into some serious self-expression here, Gemini. And I love that the person behind is like completely in the dark. This is giving me so many different messages. You are receiving so much from the universe as you are giving from that heart space. This month might see you just overwhelmingly filled with creativity. You might be getting really inspired, and don't feel like this has to be like actions that you're necessarily taking, but it could be a month where like you're just getting all of the ideas. You might be getting all of the inspiration. You could be just like a sponge this month, really soaking things in to manifest at a later time. Or this could be you just really pumping out the juice this month, Gemini, and that pearl in the middle. So where have you really distilled your hurt, your wisdom, or your experiences recently that have transformed into wisdom that you're sharing with the world? So this is you really coming into some full power, personal power, and being able to share that with the world in a creative way, whether that's just who you are at work, whether you're starting a new novel or masterpiece, or this could be you kind of like really taking in what you need from the universe right now in order to kind of build to that in the future. So let's see how the rest of your reading works out here. I feel like, anyway, I'm having some camera issues. Let's get you guys an angel, what archangel wants to come through and be your guide this month through November. Ooh, first time I've seen the counselor for these readings. Really beautiful. Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So again, this is kind of reflecting back to the archetype card here. It's really like whatever you're pouring out is a direct contribution to your community, your surroundings. This could be you actually being a counselor, stepping into that role for people. Let's see. Let's lay out a Celtic Cross for you guys and see how this kind of comes together. Gemini, I hope you guys are having such a good fall so far. Fall if you are in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, let me know. I'd be curious to see if there's anyone here that's watching in somewhere else. Okay, let's get this started. And central energy for you guys, Gemini, for the month of November here is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So for the month of November, again, it's kind of the same vibe I was getting here, like it could be an out or an in. So the Knight of Pentacles is a character who is consistently and thoughtfully and like completely just one foot in front of the other moving towards his goal. There's no way he's not going to get there. He is steady, he is stalwart, he is dedicated, he is slow, but he is going to make it happen. So when it's in reverse, that energy can look kind of one or two different ways. It can be like really stagnant. This could be you feeling kind of stagnant this month and like sitting with what it means to kind of motivate. Or it could be like fits and starts of energy or momentum this month that you're kind of sitting with, the Tower in reverse. So are you this month, I'm so fascinated to see the rest of the reading. Are you this month kind of sitting with or living in the energy of resisting transition? Are you just keeping it together? When we have a tower moment, tower moments usually happen when we kind of like need to break through. So either you've kind of had a tower moment recently, and this is really you rebuilding in a slow, kind of unsteady way. You might be really resting or having to make a comeback this month. Or this could be you needing to surrender to a tower moment, maybe resisting that. So what's right on top of you? Having moved away from something, moving on from something. Eight of Cups is a graduation from something. All the cups are full. It's nighttime. All the cups are full, and you might be sad to move on from something. This could be a job, a person, a place, a thing, but it's the right thing to do. You know that it is. All cups are full, meaning all lessons, all relationships have been fulfilled in this instance. Even if you want to stay, it's the right thing to do to move forward. We're in night here, even though this card is white. And so it's like we're really having to lean into the intuition. There could be fear here. There's a lot of unknown. So let's go ahead and see what is in the foundation here. The Six of Cups, that's so sweet. So the foundation, this position really speaks to what are you feeling, thinking, and the subconscious that you might not even be aware of. So this could have been you really connecting to something very sweet, very nostalgic, old relationships, old childhood friendships here. And we're really building the Celtic cross off the foundation. So what's in the subconscious, Gemini, that you are focused on this month building off of? Queen of Wands. So a really powerful sense of presence, really powerful sense of motivation. It's a really beautiful foundation, actually. The sweetness of really good memories, something that's felt really good to you. It doesn't even have to be childhood friendships or what we did in childhood. It could just be something that like you really feel resonant with, you feel sweet and you feel nostalgic about. So let's see what you're moving toward this month. The Eight of Swords. It feels like you're sad to leave something here. We'll see what the past and future bring. But you're really facing this month coming out of fear here, Gemini. You're facing and you're motivated by... Gotcha. So you're having to move on from something this November. This is really going to be like a shift or a change for you. This could be something that you don't really want to do, but you are being asked to do it either by yourself or the universe. You know, even thinking of your archetype card here, this could be, oh my gosh, Gemini, this is fabulous. This could be you having like a brainchild, like a book, or like a really good idea that you want to do, right? Oh my God, I have to start this business. Like you got a lot of inspiration, you have the idea, you know you need to do some kind of project, you know it's going to be really helpful, but you're fucking terrified. And it might be really, really hard to move forward, but you can't go back. You've already graduated and you have the, you have like the juice to do it. In your bones, you know that like you are connected to the beautiful, sweet purity of this idea that's connected to your heart, and you are just a powerhouse moving from that juice and that motivation, but it fucking terrifies you. You'd prefer to keep it quiet. You'd prefer not to have the notoriety. You'd prefer to like not come out of the closet, so to speak. So that's one way that this month could go for you, is like really trying to come to terms that whatever you are, it's almost feeling like, what's that quote? We're not afraid, excuse me, to be small. We're afraid of like how brilliant our light is. That totally chunks up the quote, but it's pretty famous. Anyway, it's like being afraid of your biggest light, Gemini. So this is exciting. What's happened in the recent past? Injustice, some kind of situation here in the recent past might have felt like it's keeping you from wanting to be seen. Let's get a clarifier. Three of Swords in reverse. I'm so sorry, I have a scratchy throat. In the past, justice in the reverse in the past. Could have been some kind of an outcome here in the recent past that didn't go your way. You felt like let down by something, or there could literally be some judgment, like maybe you were in some kind of a court case, or maybe this was about a relationship that didn't go the way that you wanted. Maybe something feels really inequitable in your life in the recent past and you haven't quite been able to grieve about it. feels like there's something really resistant to like moving on or having that tower moment, which really clears the air. You know, the Three of Swords can be a tough card to face, but the beauty of the Three of Swords being stabbed through the heart here is that these wounds are open. Like, the Three of Swords gives us permission to grieve. Yes, honey, you went through a hard time. Here's a box of tissues. Let me make you some tea. How many more boxes of tissues do you need? It's just time to cry it out, right? When it's in reverse, sometimes we're really resisting those feelings, like, and it can be time to like really let yourself have them, especially if you've gone through something that didn't feel fair or you feel like was inequitable. So what are you moving forward toward here in the future? The High Priestess. Let's go ahead and get a clarifier for that. It is in reverse. So what this is telling me, Gemini, is that, let's clarify this before I speak to it. Okay, exactly. So you have a really beautiful opportunity here, Gemini, to switch this up. This is kind of more of a specific reading versus general. So if this is landing for you, this is very specifically a message for you. Because I feel like I just really don't do specific messages so much, but this is really coming through as kind of like a specific storyline. So if you have had this injustice in the past and it's kind of hardened you, that's what this is feeling like. You didn't let it really open you to kind of affect you, cleanse your heart, right? You're moving into the future at a time where you're not going to be connected to your heart and you're not going to be connected to your intuition. The High Priestess in reverse says, I'm not going to listen to that. I don't want to do it. I don't want to listen to what my heart says, my mind says. And it's going to lead to you creating actions or thoughts or conversations that aren't sound. When the Queen of Swords is in reverse, heart and mind aren't connected. So this is a great opportunity if you're seeing this at the beginning of the month. All of this is alterable. That's the beauty. That's the whole reason we watch like taroscopes, right? Horoscopes. It's like, well, this is the general gist of things that are happening now, but you have the power. This is meant to be empowering, Gemini. If you want to change any of this storyline, all you have to do is take some notes here and say, okay, if this is landing for you, there might just be some serious grieving you need to do or some serious healing that needs to be done. It sounds like, or it looks like just really tapping into that connection back to God, back to source. And that might be painful, but once you do that with this upright, look at how gorgeous this combo is. Being in touch with your intuition, being so tied into your higher self that your head and your heart are acting as one. You're clear in your words, you're clear in your speech, you're clear in your decisions, you're clear in your boundaries, you're clear in your relationships. And that's a really, really freaking gorgeous 1-2 punch combo. So I'm just going to leave them upright for you because that's where you're headed. Whatever decision you make for this reading, make sure that you just come back to yourself, Gemini, to make really, really beautiful decisions here moving forward in November. How are you feeling about everything? Knight of Cups. You're feeling emotional. This is someone who wants to make a grand gesture. This is someone who wants to put something forward. This is someone who wants to put on the play. This is someone who wants to sing from their heart or go to, like, I'm thinking of this video I saw in Italy where like some guy like serenades, you know, this woman on the street. I'm so sorry. For her hand, like as a proposal, very heteronormative, regardless. But it's like sweeping someone off their feet. It's taking a project to the next level. It's just trying to put the play on Broadway because you know you can, and it's so good, even though no one's heard of you, right? The Knight of Cups is just such a romantic, and he's got the energy, the stamina to just try things. So that's kind of cool. With the layout of the rest of the cards, it's like there's some real hesitancy here, but inside you've got it in ya. You're excited to do it. You're just afraid. Something hasn't gone your way. You didn't get what you want, and you're just afraid it's not going to work out. So it's just time to kind of face that fear this month and really come back to the gorgeousness of who you are. Gemini, this is who you are this month. This is your potential. Shining the most like beautiful, gorgeous self you are into the world from your heart. It's like, it's so gorgeous and beautiful. So, okay, people, places, and things that are surrounding you this month, that are in your field this month. Four of Pentacles. So immediately I'm picking up like people holding you back, or this could be people being stable for you. So the Four of Pentacles is a very stable card, but it can also be a sticky one. Like we really want to hold on to things. Sometimes when we're in a position of leaving or graduating, right? People don't want you to go. Mom doesn't want you to leave home, or your partner doesn't want you to take that really cool job because it means you have to travel for the next 6 months, whatever it is, right? So this could be you potentially being challenged this month by people, places, or things that maybe love you, care about you, but aren't necessarily excited to see you blossom for a personal reason. Or it could also look like stability in your relationships and your surroundings this month as a launching pad for you to do whatever it is. But I feel like it's the first one with this Ace of Cups in reverse. It's you making your own connections this month, Gemini, or making new ones as you kind of move on to the next level or move on to whatever you're doing here into this project. You're going to be recreating some relationships as they shift or change. Or you're going to be having the option to with this card, this setup here in your environment. What are you hoping and fearing this month? That it'll be a lot, that there's going to be a lot of change. You're afraid that if you go for whatever this is this month, you're going to be juggling a lot of different things. You're going to be wearing a lot of different hats. And then it might be really turbulent and chaotic and stressful. Two of Pentacles is just a card of change and kind of the waves of change as that happens. So let's get a clarifier for that for you guys. And the Two of Cups, you're worried that it's gonna rifle things up this month and potentially become a barrier for you for love or for relationships. And so that's a fear there. It can also be a hope. Maybe you're hoping for some change up too, right? Maybe you're really hoping for some excitement there. So whatever this is, it's just that your hopes and fears. And remember that like fear is the same as excitement. It's just your perspective, right? So how are you wrapping up the month? Five of Rods. Let's go ahead and get a clarifier before I speak to that. You're going for it this month, Gemini. You're really I feel like this month is really challenging you to just step into some real mastery of who you are personally. Like you're really breaking through a plateau or another level of self-expression, of opening yourself up to who you are. And the Five of Rods as the ending card here really says you are ready to fight for that. You're ready to show who you are. You're ready to stand up for what you believe in. And you're ready to create your own new paradigm. Clarified by the Ace of Swords in reverse says you're not just getting new ideas and inspirations, you're creating your own new world. You're creating the world by where you live by what you live by. Sorry, it's been a long day and I'm kind of tripping over some of my words. The messages are coming through just fine. The mechanism's a little tired though. So the Five of Rods is an exciting card because it's competition, but in a way that trains us and makes us stronger. It's you having preferences, and even if that ruffles feathers, it helps you be very established in what you believe in. It's a fiery card, which I love to see for you guys as an end card after kind of looking at this Eight of Swords. It's like you're going to be focused this month on breaking yourself out of a mental cycle here. So the Five of Rods and the Ace of Swords in reverse just says, you know what? Screw waiting for inspiration. I'm creating my own beliefs and the way that I think about the world, and that's gorgeous. Remember this month too that you have this archangel to carry you through the month, and this can also be a guide like, hey, maybe it's time to also work with someone, get a counselor, or look and seek help, look and seek support, look and have someone that can be in your corner to kind of guide you through whatever this looks like for you this month. Gemini, it's super colorful, pun intended, month for you. November looks really, really beautiful. It looks like a graduation of some sort, and I can't wait to hear how it goes for you. Thanks so much for watching.